Welcome back to the Learning Shop Part 2. We're here for another discussion, an engaging discussion with another leader in Crowley ISD. We're here with Mr. Christian. Hello, Mr. Christian. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Welcome to the Learning Shop, where we sit and we talk about life, we talk about leadership, and today we're going to be talking about leadership and learning. And I know you have been a leader all throughout your time in Crowley ISD. It's interesting to hear you talk about from the elementary already up, all the way through. And so we are going to be definitely diving in today to get more information about being a leader. All right?
Yep.
All right. So because you're in the Learning Shop, and this is a barbershop, and so in the barbershop we go in and we get a fresh cut and we leave out like a new man. And so you get an opportunity today to engage in that. But what we're going to do is we have a session called Fresh Leadership Advice in 60 Seconds. So we're going to start our interview off with fresh leadership advice in 60 seconds. You're going to give us the advice, and we're going to leave with the new fresh look. All right. And so what I have though is I have a couple of questions, and I'll read the questions, and then you will fill in the blank, basically. So I'll read slow, and so you just make sure you think fast. All right. 60 seconds. Fresh leadership advice for 60 seconds. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. High school gives students a chance to
Improve.
All right, high school gives them a chance to improve.
Yes.
We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that one. I like that. All right, being involved on campus can
Grow your potential.
grow your potential. Awesome. Okay, all right. Having a supportive team will.
Help improve connections.
Okay, all right. Discovering your purpose can help you too.
Have a lasting effect on life.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a nugget right there. We're gonna come back to that one, having a lasting impact on life.
Yes.
All right. Having a leadership role in an organization is
Amazing.
amazing. All right. We need to talk a little bit about that one as well. We got a lot to talk about there. All right. Making mistakes while you're young is
The best way to go.
the best way to go. All right. Well, Mr. Christian, definitely thank you for that fresh leadership advice, man. You had some good nuggets in there, so I want to dig back in them to really see the substance behind it. Thank you for that. So, Christian, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell me about. I know you're involved in a lot of activities. I mean, you're 17 and getting ready to go off into the world, but you've been involved in a lot. So take me through the different activities you've been involved in since elementary school.
So since elementary school, so we started this thing. They like science class. They were always talking about the environment. So in elementary school, we started this little club, and we just would go outside and help like clean around the school.
Right.
School, it's a large area, so getting that clean helped not only bring like more positive attention towards the school, but it's also cleaning the environment. And we were able to do like events like a version of field day, but we'd actually like go in, capture like insects and be able to learn about them, and they were able to thrive in the environment because we had cleaned it up, make sure like nothing harmful was there.
Wow.
Move-
You engaged in leadership early, like at the elementary level. Yeah. So when you look back on that experience as an elementary student and engaging in that club, like what if you had to extract some kind of leadership meaning out of that, what would you pull out of that experience?
Definitely being like more careful, like valuing like more things in life, like even the small things like do matter. Like you could remove something even so small and it could like ruin a whole picture. And like really like help me see like the value in even the small things.
Value in the small things, right? So the leader has to see the value in the small things. That's good. That's good stuff. All right. I know I should have brought my pad. I need to write this down, man. I got to remember this. Leadership is about seeing the value in the small things. All right?
Yes.
Man, that's good stuff. Go ahead.
Moving on to intermediate school, when I was selected for the STEM Academy, we brought back that club too. So we'd clean the environment. But to top that off, I competed in a competition. I did forget the name, but we created this, basically the idea of a room, because we did, like, this is my first time seeing a lot of kids who had, like, autisms and different types of disabilities. So this was, like, my first time. At the elementary school, we were kind of somewhat isolated only because they were younger, and they had to expose them, like, so carefully. Now, in middle school, I really got to see more of that. So we came up with this program idea that would be able to help not just people with disabilities and autism, but also people who struggled with like anger issues, stress, anxiety. We created this program.
So let me ask you a question. Was that a part of Mission Possible?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Because like you, what intermediate school were you attending?
Sue Crouch.
Sue Crouch, and y'all created this room and I remember that, man. That wasn't long ago. That was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe a little longer. But yeah, okay, all right. So you learned about leadership through creating that and through creating that room and having the desire to do that. What about leadership would you pull from that experience?
Being like open to others' issues, because as a leader you can't just go in like with a single mind. You have to be open.
Yeah.
And you also have to like realize that not everyone has like the same functions as you. Not everyone's brain functions the same as you. Not everyone has the same thoughts as you. So you have to be like very open. You have to be very careful in certain decisions, because decisions are very important. Like one wrong decision and it could affect the whole thing. It could affect people.
Yeah.
So definitely being like more open-minded.
Being open-minded. Wow. Leadership is about being other-focused. Not focused on yourself, but focused on others and their needs. Like it, man. Like it. All right. So let's take me through the high school experience. I know you're still in high school, but you've had a lot of experiences in high school. So tell me about the different clubs and organizations you've been a part of, and even about your job and the leadership roles on your job as well.
So high school, at least in ninth grade, I became president of student council.
President of student council. Wow.
Yes,
Congratulations.
which was like, so it was fun at the time because that's what I really wanted to be. We had to work around like the COVID,
right?
Which was like which was a very challenging thing to do, but we managed to make it work.
Yeah.
We did host like some small social events, so that was always fun. In 10th grade is when I really got to do some things. I got to help out, like take some photos for the yearbook. And now I'm not sure if they used those photos or not, but I did take some photos for the yearbook.
Okay.
I was part of the student council executive board, and we planned homecoming, which was a grand success, by the way, because we just kept selling. We just sold out on like everything from the snacks to the tickets.
Wow.
And I got to work with people who were not only younger than me, but also people who were older than me. So I worked with those seniors, and I got to see their perspectives. And me being so young, I got to be like, wow, despite the fact that I am young, I could still talk, speak, communicate well amongst older folks. And we were able to work together and get things done. So, like at work, when I became a manager at Burger King and a manager at McDonald's, I also managed McDonald's. I was managing people who were older than me, and I was managing people who were younger than me.
Okay.
I didn't look at it was a lot of people did look at it as like, oh, it's kind of crazy how you're young and you're managing people who are older than you. Doesn't that seem disrespectful?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, because it doesn't matter how old or young you are. So you have the capabilities to do so. Do you have the mindset and the ability to adapt and grow?
Yeah.
And understand both sides. And it was really funny because a lot of people did like me as a manager.
Okay.
I get calls every day asking for me to come back. So
absolutely. So let's stop right there for a second. So you were in leadership at Burger King and McDonald's?
Yes.
At the same time? Of course not, right?
No.
Okay, all right. They're competitors, right? But so being, how old were you when you were the leader at or manager at Burger King or McDonald's? How old were you during that time?
At McDonald's, a month after working there, well, not even a month, 2 weeks after working there, I was promoted to manager. I was 16 at the time.
16, right.
Now working at Burger King, I was 17. So, I was introduced to management at a very, very young age. And, it started off a bit challenging. And my challenge was really just trying to be able to find like a balance between, maturity levels.
Right.
So that was the balance, because some of my friends work there. So it's kind of hard to balance.
Yeah.
You can't be biased toward your friends. Like if they're doing something wrong, obviously you got to go and have a chat with them. You can't be laughing around, joking around.
Right.
So that's what I had to find the balance. Eventually I did find that balance, and I was able to,
So how did you find the balance? Because like leading your friends, that's one thing, but then leading people older than you, that's a whole nother skill set. And really being able to actually know what to do. How did you acquire those things?
So oftentimes in stressful situations, like sometimes I would have like another manager working with me. There were many times we had a stressful situation, like the drive-through was packed.
Right.
And they didn't know how to handle it. And me looking around, everyone's confused. So I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. You get right here, you get right here. I'd place people in their positions. I was like, okay, y'all, we are locked in. We're going to stay in these places. I am the only person who's going to move. I said that to my friends. I said that to my other coworkers and peers. And basically, I was like, we could be friends, but not while working. At work, I will be your manager, but I will respect you as such. Like outside of work, we could be friends, do whatever, but we have to be able to separate the two because it will not work. Because at the end of the day, we're here to, get money for whatever we need to. So that's how I was able to separate the two. And
Gotcha.
as far as like managing adults, I had a couple of conversations with adults. I was like, if anything, you should be like more supportive because I'm also like learning things from you, despite the fact that I'm your manager. I'm learning things from you. I learn things from everyone here, and to be able to experience this at a young age is preparing me for life.
Absolutely.
And I value like your criticism because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
My management is not perfect, but whenever they say some things, I take it into consideration so I can improve on it.
Gotcha.
So I was like, everything you guys say to me now is going to improve me for the future, and I thank you for that.
Absolutely. So leadership, obviously, to you, leadership is about learning, but it's also about being aware of kind of the environment and knowing what to do when it's critical crunch time, right?
Yes.
All right. So I want you to sit here. You're 17, right?
Yes.
So I want you to give your 11-year-old self, your 5th grade self, right? Some advice. That 5th grade student that's getting ready to go to the 6th grade and want to be a leader. What advice? Give me 3 things. Give me three points of advice you would give to your younger self about leadership.
So first advice I would most likely give is maybe try speaking less and listening more.
Wow.
But when you speak clearly.
All right. Speak less, listen more. But when you speak clearly. Got it. All right.
My second advice, patience is very much a virtue. And I got this like from the Skills USA competition. There was this person talking about how they would rather, wait and be patient for a slow yes than a quick no.
Huh.
That's my advice. Like, despite the fact that whatever goal you might be trying to pursue or position you may trying to get, I'd rather you take the time to actually learn and go through all the trials and errors and be able to do so than to try to cheat your way out of it.
Gotcha. I like that. Patience. Understand the trials and errors to success as opposed to trying to cheat your way to the end. Good stuff. Last one.
Last one would be so you could be as creative as you want, but you need to follow through on your creations.
I like it. I've heard that a lot too. That's probably one of my downfalls, but I love what you're saying. Be creative as you want, but be prepared to follow through. Man, that's good stuff, man. Those 3 great points, man. Thank you, man, for joining me in this learning shop. A lot of good information. I could talk to you on and on again. I think I'll bring you back for a 3rd episode at some point. So I appreciate you, man, and I just only really want to lead you with really one thing is just, man, continue to strive to lead, and most importantly, lead well. All right. So again, I'd like to thank you all for taking time to talk with me today in the Learning Shop. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in to today's episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you can be notified when I push out additional content. Again, thank you all out there in leadership land. Lead well and lead consistently. Have a good one.